Dillian the Body Snatcher White here. It's a champ. Big up to Sporting Icon. Subscribe. Otherwise, I might pay you guys a visit.
All right, Dillian, good to speak to you again. Thanks for the time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Sorry, it's been a while, but I'm good. I'm good. But those things with you, it's things with the family and everything. Good?
Yeah, good, thanks. He's back in school today, so it's good. It's all good. I'm enjoying the peace and quiet. How's your baby?
It's good, man. Everybody is good, man. Baby is good. Family is good. You know, everybody's good, man.
Yeah. But do you find though that because like you grew up with like not having too much, do you now spoil your kids?
Yeah, I don't spoil them because I grew up obviously. I grew up poor, so I don't spoil my kids. I just I look after them. Obviously, I look after them, but I let them understand that, you know, without hard work and sacrifice, none of these things is possible. You know, and I let them know that, listen, for me, I had to suffer growing up, so I just let them understand, you know, if you want something, you have to work hard. Don't just think, okay, you know, daddy's gonna buy this and mommy's gonna buy this. No, you have to work for it and understand the value of things, you know.
Yeah. Well, I suppose that they've got bragging rights in the playground, like, you know, my dad's harder than your dad, because you probably are.
Well, you know, they probably do. My sons, especially, my sons, they probably definitely do that stuff, but who knows, man? Who knows? Hopefully they don't. I just tell them not to do stuff like that, and not to show off, or not to be dicks in life and in school, because people like that don't get no favours in life, and no one don't really like people like that, you know?
Yeah, that's very true. That's true. Well, I was watching your Instagram post. Was it yesterday or the day before? Was you doing some running on the beach and you fell into the sea? Is that you?
Yeah. Yeah, we done that run. That was the last one. And just had to race the guys. And I fell over.
Oh,
I just started out. I just pretended that I went for a swim, really. But, you know.
Oh, brilliant. Anyway, I mean, as I always do, as you know, I always like to go through people's resumes, and I went through your one, and
yeah,
it's unbelievable, really is unbelievable. Now, I ain't kissing your ass or anything like that, but 37 fights, amateur and pro, 2 times interim champion, silver champion, British champion, defeated 3 of the current top 10 Ring magazine, 5 overall who are ranked in the top 10 Ring magazine. Fought Joshua twice, got 3 former world champions on your resume, and you've now got a Hall of Famer on your resume. 37 fights, man.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I didn't even think about it like that, man. I just love fighting, enjoy fighting, and I always want to fight, man. So I don't know. I don't think, oh yeah, I fought this person or I done this or I done. I just think, you know what? I'm about halfway through my career now, and I need to get as much violence and as much big fights as I can have it while it lasts, because this thing will last forever, and it's a very dangerous sport, a very short life as well. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna maximize the violence I can, and the success I can, and win the world title, and obviously be successful so I can take care of me and my family, and just just retire and help steer my ever fighter's career. Help steer my ever fighter's career in the right direction, you know?
Yeah. That's amazing, though. I mean, if anybody can put in the comment section below, anybody who's had 37 fights, amateur and pro, who's got a more impressive resume, hit me up, man. Hit me up.
Well, I don't know, man. You know, it's great because people say it all the time. I just don't think that. I just think, you know what? I've got so much to learn. I'm so far from where I need to be and want to be. You know, obviously, so much more to come.
Yeah.
So much more physically, better, mentally, better, technically. It's crazy. I did it to people, and they're like, "Oh no, but you're a good fighter. I know you're this." I'm like, "Well, no, I don't really see myself, but that I see myself as a work in progress. You know, with a lot of development to do and a lot more to come. You know, and I'm getting better and better every time, and I'm adjusting to the different fighters." Time and time, as you can see, I've had 2 rematches and I've made 2 adjustments.
Yeah.
You know, Cesaro, the first fight was tough and hard. I didn't knock him out the second fight. I made a major adjustment in the second fight. Obviously fighting him differently and knocking him out. And then Povetkin, I lost him by a KO. And then I made the adjustments in the rematch and I stopped him in 4 rounds. And my own thing was to stop him faster than they stopped me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely. And again, you've got one of the best ring walks in the business. How much time do you spend on like these ring walks?
You know what? It's not really, you know, I've got a team of guys that, yeah, man, you know, we work well together. We think of something, we mention it, we talk about it, and then within a day or two, we usually make a decision because they're very smart, high-class business people and are very experienced guys. You know, and we just speak together. You know, obviously, I'm learning a lot on the other side, the other end of the spectrum. But when it comes to life and experiences and stuff like that, you know, I got a lot of that. So I'm just learning the other side, the business side and the other things. So, and I trust my team a lot. So when it comes to making decisions, it's like we talk about it, and then 10 minutes later, 5 minutes later, phone call. Yep, let's go. We're usually on the same page, you know.
Damn, it's as quick as that.
Yeah, literally, like, because my team, no one in my team ain't around for money and trying to hold me out. You know, my guys are just, we're all friends. That's the main thing we always said before. We are friends before anything else.
Yeah. You
know, boxing and business is second. We're friends, real, true friends before anything else, you know?
Yeah, that's true. No, that's good. All right, let's go back to the Povetkin fight, the rematch. I mean,
yes.
Usually when somebody loses, especially with like a knockout, and they have a rematch, they're very tentative. You came out of the blocks like a damn steam train. And to be honest with you, I think that's why he looked like a little bit nervous for the rest of the fight. I think you scared the shit out of him.
Listen, I'm a warrior. You know, a lot of guys say, oh, yeah, I'm a warrior, I'm a killer, I'm this and that and the other. And when it comes to doing what warriors do, they don't want to do it. You see guys, oh, yeah, I'm a beast, I does this and that. I got 28 knockouts out of 28 fights. Okay, yeah, great. But the first time there's a bit of controversy or you need to show character, then they crumble. You know, like you see time and time again, guys in rematch hold a lot, bomb. No. My whole thing was, listen, this guy looked me out in 5 rounds. He's going to expect me to come out and jab and back box and try and get his... and then I'm going to give... No, I was like, no, I am going to stomp this guy in the first round. That was my mindset. Yeah, my mindset, if I don't stomp him in the first round, be so aggressive and so ferocious that he gets tentative and he gets worried and he starts overly concentrating on the power and the aggression, and then he gets away from his game plan, and then I can start to implement my game plan. You know, and that's why I missed a lot of punches in the first round. I didn't care. I just wanted to throw with all the power and veracity and aggression that he's thought to himself, wow, you know what? I need to be really careful here, because if I get tagged once, it's all over. And I achieved that, you know. People say, oh, yeah, Povetkin look at this, or Povetkin do that. What people need to understand is, if the guy wasn't fit and strong and was in shape, he wouldn't have been able to take the punches in the first round, much as the second and the third and the fourth. You understand? You know, and he looked good. He came in healthy. He looked strong, and he was recovering from punches that I usually knock people out with as well. So, you know.
Well, I because I've heard that it's like people say Povetkin, he looked like he was still tired or didn't want to be there on his ring walk. I'm like, have you watched Povetkin's ring walk? He always looks like that.
Exactly. Exactly. No, but in boxing, a lot of people talk rubbish, and listen, a lot of people in boxing get credit for stuff that they shouldn't get credit for. I see him always get hate, so I'm used to it anyway. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't bother me to you know, I don't think to myself, whoa, oh my God, you know, I don't care, man. It is what it is, you know. I just get on and stuff. I don't worry about what people say, because I don't lose to Povetkin again and get knocked out again. Then people would have been like, oh, yeah, he's rubbish. But listen, the same people that's writing me up before the fight is now making excuses. Oh, yeah, Povetkin, look at this, Povetkin, look at... I don't care. It doesn't matter. The guy knocked me out in the fight before. Obviously, mentally, you know, it would affect a lot of people, and they would have been like, oh, wow, this, that, and the other, you know... mentally, they've been like this, that, and the other. And I just been like, one second, stay there, bro. This, and the coffee and the smoothie. So hold on. The French toast and the eggs and the coffee and the smoothie. Yeah, sorry, mate. Go on, yeah. A lot of people, when they get knocked out, you see guys come back in the rings, and they just completely so negative and so, like they're just negative. They change their style. They're not aggressive anymore. They don't box well. They start holding them big. No, I was just like, listen, I am going to show people once again what I am. I know I am,
Yeah.
What I am, I know I am. And how hard I am, I know physically strong and mentally I am, I mean? I'm not somebody that think, oh yeah, I lose, I'm going to start crying. And no, I don't care about all that, man.
Yeah. Do you think that a lot of the hate that you get, it comes from, because you sold this shit out of the Anthony Joshua fight, you played the antagonist in that fight. I think people believe that's really you in everyday life.
You know what? I don't worry about what people think or where this come from. Listen, like I said many times, you can save 100 puppies, 2 million dolphins and 1,000 whales, and people are still going to think you're a piece of shit anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? People's going to think that anyway, so I don't focus on me, my team, my family, and the people around me. I don't care about what people say and what they think about me and stuff like that. I don't care, I don't care about that. I don't live my life worrying, no. All the people that give me hate, none of them will ever see me and step to me and say something to me in my face. None of them. I'll guarantee you that.
Of course. I mean, for me, I find that a lot of people who criticise about Povetkin are the same people who are calling for you to fight Luis Ortiz, who's older and nowhere even close to the resume of Povetkin.
Listen, Povetkin's a great fighter, regardless what anyone says, what anyone thinks. The guy's a great fighter. The guy is strong. The guy is tough. And the guy beat me last time. Let's be honest. The guy knocked me out last time in devastating fashion. In devastating fashion, Yeah. And but listen, I don't care what people say. I think the guy is strong, very good fighter, very experienced as well. His experience is something that you can never overlook. Look at the people he beat and who he's done. I know what he's done, sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. Well, speaking of Ortiz, just to clarify for people who are listening right now, because a lot of people say that you didn't want to fight Ortiz. You offered him, was it $1 million or $2 million, and he turned it down so he can go fight Travis Kaufman. That's true, isn't it?
Okay. Wait, sorry. Say that again, sorry.
Right. On the Luis Ortiz situation, a lot of people say that you don't want to fight Ortiz, but you did offer Ortiz, was it about $1 million or $2 million, and he chose to go fight Kaufman.
We offer Ortiz a lot of money. I don't remember the figure. It was probably even more than we offer Luis Ortiz a lot of money to come out of a proper fight at the O2 main event on pay-per-view. Me and him main event, and then he fought Travis Kaufman in the undercard of a fight for like 200,000 or something, or 100,000. Yeah. It's like, listen, I've offered Luis, there's 3 occasions I've offered Luis Ortiz to fight me. 3.
Oh, you right, still there? Hello?
Makeshift or fake offers, they're real offers, you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry. You cut off for a second there. So basically, you offered Luis Ortiz quite a few fights, and he's turned them down.
Yes, sir. I offered Luis Ortiz quite a few fights, and he keeps turning them down. A lot of guys say, "Oh yeah, I want to fight him. I want to do this," but they don't make offers. We make offers.
Yeah.
We send. Remember when I fought Cesaro the second time?
Yeah.
Luis Ortiz was who I was trying to fight, and then we made the offers. Luis Ortiz didn't respond to the offers. And afterwards, was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take the fight, we'll fight Derek Cesaro then.
Yeah.
You understand? And listen, I said to the guy, come to the O2, we'll fight, main event, pay-per-view, we'll split the profits properly. But the guy decided to fight Travis Kaufman on an undercard with no media, no nothing. Like, the guy's a joker. Listen, a lot of these guys say a lot of things, like, these guys don't want to fight, man. They just talk shit all the time, man.
That's it, because I remember that I had a conversation with you about 3 or 4 days. It was like a quick phone call, wasn't it? Before it was announced that you were fighting Joseph Parker, and you said that you've just agreed to fight Luis Ortiz.
Yeah.
So
because Eddie offered me the fight.
Yeah.
And I said yes. I said yes straight away, and he goes, "Oh, you want to think about it?" And I was like, "No, why do I need to think about it? It's just Luis Ortiz. It's a guy that we've been trying to fight for a long time. Well, I've seen how he struggled with other guys, you know. So I was like, yeah, fine. Let's who was the best guy he beat? Brian Jennings and
in 2015, yeah.
Yeah, what's the other what's that guy called?
Tony Thompson.
The Argentinian guy that was at 20-0, that was garbage.
Yeah, that got ruled to a no contest because Ortiz, he failed a PD test, wasn't it? That Lebeuf, whatever his name.
I didn't even know that. So what does he beat? Okay, he had a few good rounds with Wilder. That's it. The guys. Well, listen, man. Them guys is irrelevant only. I'm trying to go forward in my career, so them guys are just jokers, man. I'm sick and tired of jokers. Oh yeah, I want to fight. No, under Ruiz is another one. No, he wants to fight because, like, you know, how long have I been calling this guy out and offering this guy to fight me? You know that he sucks and nothing ain't going for him. He's fighting Chris Arreola, a pay-per-view that's gonna do 10,000 buys.
Yeah, that's a terrible fight, isn't it?
Idiot, you know. So, but you fight Chris Arreola. Chris Arreola needs to relax as well. Chris Arreola is, you know, Chris Arreola was shot 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I know he had a good fight. I know he had a good win, a good fight the other day. I think who did he fight? He had a decent fight against was it Charles Martin and someone else? I think.
Yeah.
But the guy is still what he is. You know, he passed it. He's Chris Arreola's.
Oh, Kalnaki. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So what about like a Harold Knight? Because so you brought in Harold Knight for your last camp. Was that Lennox Lewis who recommended him to you?
No. I think it was my guys. They had a meeting in the same guys that I got. They had a meeting in the city with someone, and then but my guys noticed, because the things they can say, our relationship is not a financial one. They're my friends. So when they sit down and they speak, and they're always thinking, oh, what can we do to try and improve the guy? What can we do to get the guy to the next level? How can we? So they was thinking, and they said, you know what? We need someone with experience to supplement what we already have, because obviously Zab's a good trainer, but he haven't got the experience in big heavyweight fights.
Right.
So was like, okay, Harold's been involved in big heavyweight fights, so the guys are rocking their brains, and they said, listen, yep, I think this is a good move, and they contact Shadow, and then from there everything just gelled. Me and Shadow gelled well, even Zab gelled well, and everything's gelled. He just came in. Yeah. Slid into the camp, no problem, no issues, everything was good.
Oh, is he going to be part of your camp going forward?
Yeah, of course, man.
Okay, cool.
Shadow is a funny guy, man. I get well with Shadow. Get him all his cracking jokes. We get on, you know, he's one of those guys that speaks up, he speaks his mind, you know, and he doesn't take no shit, you know what I mean? He don't take no shit, he speaks up. You know, he's old school American coach, you know what I mean? Yeah. You know, always laugh and let's have that joke, and he don't take no shit from nobody, you know?
So, you've had Povetkin on your mind for like a year now, from the first fight, the rematch, on, off, and everything. Is it nice to be able to think about other fighters now?
No, I sort of enjoy that little saga, to be honest, you know? Yeah. I sort of enjoy that. There's so much emotions and so much hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that went into that fight. There won't be a lot of fights in your career that you get that from, you know what I mean? It's like, I enjoyed it. People might think, oh yeah, you're crazy, but I enjoyed it. Enjoyed competing against Povetkin as a great competitor, world champion, Olympic gold medalist. He won everything from the regional amateur championship to the Olympic gold medal to the world title. I enjoyed it, man. You know, people can say whatever they want, but these are the moments you're in sports, so where you're like, oh, wow. Yeah, I was a part of that. I fought him. When I look back at my career, they'll be like, oh, I fought him. Yeah. Wow, you know, that fight was hard. It was a good fight. You know, his experience, I learned so much from him. You know, a lot of guys won't be able to say that in their career.
Well, exactly. I mean, this is what I said to you, was it a couple of weeks ago when we spoke, that, Povetkin will be a Hall of Famer. Who can say they've got a Hall of Fame on their resume?
Exactly. You know, and that's very important. I mean, I fought being an Hall of Famer. It was just and the thing, what makes it interesting is the fight before. It's not like I've just fought some random guy that was past it and then I beat him or whatever. No, the guy won by KO the first time, and then it's the way the second fight went. The thought process behind it, the aggression, the approach to the fight, the confidence. When everyone's writing me off, You know, there's loads of people that didn't believe that I was going to win. They thought I was going to get knocked out again.
Yeah,
Even some close people to me was like, don't take the fight, have a warm-up fight. You know, even some boxers are like, you know, do this, do that, don't this, don't that. You know, and then people was just like, listen. You know, and then he had the support. So I was like, listen, I know Dillian Whyte, and we know what Dillian's like, and we know this won't do nothing to him, won't change his mindset. The guy is mentally, physically strong. But there's a few people that know me, know who I am, I know I think, and they were just like, you know, yep, the guy's gonna come and he's, you know, the guys like Johnny Nelson, Spencer, Lennox Lewis, you know what I mean? All those guys was behind me. A few more people, you know, Tony Bellew is a massive support of mine, and all has been for a while. I was really never had the grace. I started our career, obviously. When he was fighting, I was trying to fight him and stuff. So I said a few things. The guy is a good, you know what I mean? He's been supporting me for the last few years, and you know, it's great, man. It's great that them kind of guys believe in me. I'm world champions, you know.
But even John Fury was backing you to do it, wasn't
he? Yeah.
All right. So what happens? I mean, if, for example, the Fury-Joshua fight doesn't happen, have you lobbied to the WBC to force Fury to fight you?
I shouldn't even need to lobby, really, should I?
No, you shouldn't have to, no, but...
Think about it, I shouldn't even need to lobby.
No, but this is WBC, though.
If Fury fight doesn't happen, there's no one else for Fury to fight apart from me. There's no one else.
Yeah, well...
There's no one else. But, you know, with the WBC, we see. But there should be no one else for them to fight apart from me. No one else. No one else. There shouldn't even be a conversation about it, you know?
Yeah, but this is a WBC, though. You know what they're like.
Yeah, well... But they're bound to do right by me at some point, so let's see.
Well, we'll see. So, are you mandatory now? Is it official?
I don't know. I should be.
You should be, yeah.
Because I lost the mandatory to Povetkin and then I fought him a few months later and beat him again, so I should be. But like you say, it's WBC, you never know.
That is true. So, is there any talks or updates? Have you made any offers for any fighters for your next fight?
Well, I'm just waiting now to find out what's going on. Obviously, you know, there's a few things going on with with the boxing world at the minute. You know what I mean? So I'm just waiting to find out what's going on. Obviously, we're in talks. Obviously, we're in talks and see what's what. So just waiting to see what's going on and where when it does settle, where the pieces land. You know?
Yeah. So would you be interested in say like Otto Wallin or Trevor Bryan? Are they on your radar?
I'll fight any of those cats. Otto Wallin. You know, he gave Tyson Fury a good fight. You know, so it'd be good if I can bang him out. Tyson Fury didn't bang him out. It'd be good if I could bang him out. And he had a good fight against somebody in Brazil last time out. Trevor Bryan's got the WBA title, so the regular title. So, you know, I'm trying to be a real champion. These are the guys I want to fight. Yeah. Or at least, if I fight one of those guys, I have to fight someone probably that's undefeated or someone that's up in the top 15. You know.
Yeah, I heard Eddie mention some American. I forgot his name now. Some undefeated American. I don't know.
Probably Cassius Chaney, maybe Jermaine Franklin, someone like I don't know.
Franklin, that's the one.
Probably, listen. I'll fight anyone. These undefeated guys are always hard, man, because they're undefeated. They don't know what to lose, and it's a great opportunity for them to beat me and change their life and their career. So let's see what happens. You know, obviously, it'd be good to go to America and get some good fights, you know, that you can get, that you and the fans and the people can get their teeth into. So let's see. You know, right now I'm just waiting. Within the next week or so, I should know where I'm going, and what I'm doing. You know.
Now with Trevor Bryan, quickly though. He says that he's Jamaican, but would you be interested in taking him to Jamaica and whoop him in the motherland?
Listen, I'll fight anyone anyway. You know me, I don't. The way the fight is, I'll fight anyone anyway. Look, last time the fight ended up in Gibraltar.
Yeah.
You know.
That's true.
Me and my team arranged it and get it started and end up in Gibraltar.
Yeah,
you know? Eddie wanted us to fight Wembley, but it didn't make sense to us with the travel restriction and stuff, you know. It didn't make sense. I'd have to stay in a government hotel for 2 weeks, and that would have messed my training up, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I know I said this to you a little while ago, but I still maintain that your WBC interim belt is more valuable than that WBA regular.
Yeah, it is. The WBA regular is sort of been hoarded out a bit with this nonsense with Manuel Char and Fraser Quendo and Trevor. It's been a lot. And you know what's mad? A few years ago, I said to the WBA guy, listen to me, let me fight Char, and I promise you, I'll beat Char, I'll fight Shannon Briggs, I'll fight Fraser Quendo. I said to him, obviously, I wouldn't fight Shannon Briggs, so me and Shannon is cool, but I said to him, I would fight all the other guys. You know, I said to him, I said, Brian, I said, Manuel Char, I said, Fraser Quendo, I said, I promise you, I'll fight those guys in back-to-back fights, and I'll clean up the whole WBA situation with all this nonsense, so you guys being sued and this and that.
Yeah.
I said that to the guy at the Joshua fought Wembley, Joshua Povetkin fight. That's what I said it to. That's what I said it to him. When Joshua fought Povetkin. Paco or whatever his name is. Is that what his name is?
Yeah.
The WBA guy?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw him at ringside and I said to him, listen.
Oh, Mendoza.
Make me mandatory. I said, don't make me mandatory. Call the fight and I'll fight these guys. I promise you, back to back, you call all the shots and tell me who to fight, when to fight. And that's how I've been the WBA hitman. Free of charge. And that's a fact. That's not no hearsay.
Yeah. Now, I know that people keep asking you about Wilder. Of course, that's a huge fight. That's a stadium fight here in the UK, and that, for example. But why do you want to fight him? Because you've been chasing him for a long, long time, and he even sent you personal messages saying how he's going to freeze you out. But now you're the A side. You've got what he wants. Why do you still want to fight him?
Because he's a wanker.
As simple as that.
Yeah.
But isn't it like roles reversed?
He's a disrespectful wanker that have no respect for boxing and the people that put time and effort to training him and on his team, you know. When they lose, he start disrespecting people and the guy's a disgrace, man.
Well, let's be real though. You're now the A side with this one. It's roles reversed.
Yeah, but obviously he's got, obviously it's a big fight. It's a sellable fight, so and if I beat him, that's just another good scalp on my record. Only lost to Tyson Fury. Obviously, how much knockouts or whatever, bomb squad, whatever nonsense he says. So yeah.
Yeah, but fine. Well, you fight him, you knock him out, which I've been saying for the past couple of years. That's exactly what you'll do. But he'll come out with all kinds of excuses because at the minute he can't stop himself twerking. He says he wants to be pregnant and all this kind of stuff. And this is all after Fury beat him. Imagine what happens if you beat him.
Shit, boy, I don't know, man. The guy, I don't know. the guy is dangerous to himself,
Yeah, that is true. Are you serious about fighting this Francis Ngannou guy?
Listen, I don't know what people don't understand. I just want to fight. That's what I want to do. Just fight.
In the cage?
All I want to do is just fight, man. That's it. I just want to fight, win titles, and get paid for it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. Like in the older days, everybody fought everybody. There was good fights every day.
Yeah. That is true.
Every day. Every time there was good fights. There was good fights fighting. Sonny Liston, John Foreman, Joe Frazier. Brown Bomber, Archie Moore. All of these guys, they fought good people. You know what I mean? He said, but no, nobody want to fight nobody, man. Everybody's scared. Oh yeah, if I lose all this, and then when they lose, then they're like, oh yeah, no, I don't feel so much pressure anymore because I've lost my own. Now these guys just talk nonsense. Fuck, it's madness all the time. These guys just talk shit.
Do you still hold the record for the fastest knockout in MMA?
I don't even know. I don't know.
It was like 7 seconds, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to check and see.
Yeah. What about something unique like boxer versus boxer? You versus Tyson Fury in a cage? Because Fury says he wants to do it.
Tyson Fury would never fight me in a cage. I'll bet my house on it. Tyson Fury would never fight me in a cage.
What happens if you fight him in a cage?
Listen, I'll twist up his little lanky bent up knees. His knees is all bendy already. He looks like he's Cougar's brother. I'll twist him up. No disrespect to Cougar's my guy.
Yeah, of course.
I just said that because people can relate because Diane Biff gave him crap for his knees.
Bless him.
Yeah, Cougar's a great guy. But that guy, he's one of the realest guys you ever meet in boxing, trust me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's cool. I've met him a couple of times.
No, listen, the guy's a great guy, man. You know, the guy's a great guy, man.
Yeah.
But,
Well, so we'll quickly move on to your fighters. Fabio Wardley versus Nick Webb. Is that in talks?
We're looking into that. We're looking into that.
Okay. And what about Alen Babic? What's happening with him? Is he in the Bridgerweight division? Because I've seen he's ranked quite high in there.
Oh, well, he's heavyweight, but Alen will fight anywhere, anytime, man. That's what I love about Alen. Alen will fight anytime, anywhere. Anybody that wants to fight, you know, Alan's ready to fight anytime, anyway. Anyone that wants to fight, all you got to do is bring Alen. Me and Alen's very similar in mindset, you know. Today, Fabio is like that as well, you know. And that's what I love about them guys. They have very similar mindset, man.
Yeah. Are you still with Richard Riakporhe? I haven't heard you guys like a talk about each other for a long time.
I don't know what's happening with him, man. He was injured.
All right.
He changed his training team and stuff, obviously. Left teams. So right now I'm just waiting to see what's going on with him to be honest, you know. Okay.
So do you think that when you hang up your gloves in a few years' time, that you want to continue in the boxing game, managing, or maybe turn a trainer or promoter or something like that?
I've been thinking about it lately. I'm just going to be manager. I'll probably get promoted, but who knows? I might go into training. Who knows?
Yeah. So have you had a conversation? Or maybe you can't really answer it. Have you had a conversation with Eddie about what's going to happen with you going forward, as he's going to be going over to DAZN, as in leaving Sky? Because you're not a matchroom fighter, are you? You're self-managed.
We had a few conversations, but we're waiting to see what's going on, you know.
Okay.
With a few conversations, but let's see what happens. Let's see.
All right.
Let's see. You know, obviously I'm going to figure out what's best for me and what's the best move for me.
Yeah.
What's best to do. So let's see. You know.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think of Craig Richards? Is he going to win this weekend?
Say again.
You think Craig Richards is going to become world champion this weekend?
Craig is my guy. I know. I always back my friends and British fighters against anyone else, man. So straight, you know. I think. But honestly, I think the fighter's got the faster feet and the faster hands. And I think the spider box properly, he can surprise a lot of people, you know. Because Bivol is strong, but he's very slow in his feet.
Yeah. Best luck to him. I hope he does it.
Me as well, man. Well.